Prosecutors are seeking the death penalty for Luigi Mangione. If you don't remember who Luigi Mangione is, back in December there was essentially a manhunt after the United Healthcare CEO got killed. There was a guy in Manhattan. He killed the CEO. He did the race. Ended up getting caught over in Pennsylvania, and that person was later identified as Luigi Mangione. And he was taken from Pennsylvania back to New York, and he's awaiting a state murder trial and a federal murder trial. But on the Fed case, they are seeking the death penalty.
He can't say that.
Is he allowed to say
I'll
that?
say it louder.
We have breaking news. Attorney General Pam Bondi is directing prosecutors to seek the death penalty for the man accused of killing the United Healthcare CEO. In explaining her decision, the Attorney General calls the murder a premeditated, cold-blooded assassination that shocked America. Let's get right to senior investigative correspondent Aaron Katersky on that. Aaron, the Attorney General says this isn't just about Thompson's murder, but also risk to others.
This isn't just about Thompson's murder. This is about risk to others as well. We know that after he had the killing, there was a lady that called up her health insurance. She's got something denied, and she also told them delay, deny, depose. And that was a callback to something that was written on the shell casings of the bullets that were fired by Luigi, right? So obviously, a lot of people are scared about the fallout of what could happen in the ideology and copycats of Luigi Mangione. They're scared that there are other people that are going to be upset with not only the health insurance industry, but other industries, other CEOs. Look at what Luigi did and then do a copycat of that, taking their aggression out on people that they feel like are wronging them in some sort of way, right? We've been seeing this thing over the past couple of years of eat the rich, and that action from Luigi is kind of aligned with that type of movement where people are saying eat the rich, the big guy is stepping on the little guy. And a lot of people feel like that with insurance. They feel like insurance is a fraud, it's a scam. And not only do they not have the appropriate coverage, but when they do have something that happens, they don't get everything that they've been paying for. They feel like they've been paying for. That's where delay, deny, depose comes from. It was in a book about how to deny claims. And that was something that, like we said, Luigi wrote on the shell casings. But they said they're seeking the death penalty because it was a premeditated murder. I don't know if this is a normal thing. Is this because he was the CEO? Is this because it's such a high profile case that they're trying to set an example? Or is this the normal course of action? When you kill one person, that you get tried for the death penalty. And in my eyes, it's a crime like any other crime. Did it have some political ideology behind it or some sort of activist motivations behind it? It did, but it's one person. I don't understand why they don't charge him with murder, give him life if, he's found guilty. And instead they're going to try for the death penalty, other than the fact that they're trying to de-incentivize people from doing these same actions. Because of course, they want to protect the people that are considered quote unquote elite in society. During the Biden administration, there were 40 people that were on federal death row, and he converted their sentences to life in prison. So they didn't want to give anybody else the chair or the needle, whatever the way that they take people out these days. Biden administration said, hey, we're going to let 37 of the 40 people go. But listen to the people that are still on death row. It's Dylan Roof, who carried out a mass murder, slaying 9 Black members of the Mother Emanuel AME Church in Charleston, South Carolina. I'm sure you guys remember that one. It was a 2013 Boston Marathon bomber. There was 2 guys that were participants in the Boston Marathon bombing. They were 2 brothers. One of them got killed by police while they were trying to apprehend him. The other one, the younger one, is still in police custody. And then it's who is this guy? Robert Bowers, who fatally shot 11 congregants of the Pittsburgh Tree of Life Synagogue in 2018. So all the people that are still on death row are mass murderers. They're all instances where a plethora of people ended up losing their lives. But in this case with Luigi, it's one single person. Yes, it's a different administration. I'm not entirely sure what the other 37 that had their sentences commuted by Biden, what their cases were or what their charges were. But the 3 people that are remaining, they definitely have a different situation than Luigi. So we're going to see how this plays out with Luigi. I don't advocate for you going out and settling your frustrations by, shooting somebody because you don't like that they are in a certain industry. You think that it's the big guy stepping on a little guy. But we also have to acknowledge that everybody is not going to be civil and peaceful. If you do wrong by somebody, or they at least feel like you do wrong by them, then it's not going to be an eye for an eye all the time. Sometimes they may take it further than you're willing to take it. And that's what we see with Luigi. I think there was a copycat of Luigi as well. And right now he's possibly looking at the death penalty if he's convicted for the crimes of murder. So that's Luigi Mangione potentially looking at life. It depends how the federal case goes. He also has a state case. The maximum they can give him is life in prison. But those are my thoughts. If you like the video, subscribe to me back here for the next conversation. And if you have any ideas on Luigi Mangione, the healthcare system, if you think that he does or does not deserve the death penalty, let the world know. This is the place for discourse. Till next time. Peace.